for black girl nerds.
Gentlemen, this movie touched me in a way as a person with family from Louisiana and family who've gone missing in Louisiana without a trace many years ago. It touched me in a different way in the feasibility of something like this happening. With Janelle's character, Veronica Eden, both have significant meanings in the Bible. Was that intentional to name the characters that way, or was it sheer coincidence, beginning with you, Renz, if you could start for me?
Well, the Veronica, we named the character Veronica because it means she who brings victory, and that is her character. And there's a lot that we wanted to say around naming and names in this film. Obviously, when Elizabeth's character names Julia and speak to that history.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the movie was at least the foundation of the movie was around an incredibly haunting nightmare that I had. And to call it a nightmare, I think, would be reductive because it felt ancestral and it felt like this woman, Eden, was screaming across dimensions to get help. And I was so distraught coming out of the nightmare that I wrote down every detail of what I experienced. In fact, Eden she refused to refer to her tormentor by name. She referred to her tormentor as him, H-I-M, and it kept coming to me in capital letters. And all of it sort of, what I'm trying to say to you is that it wasn't strategic. All of it was laid out really within the nightmare, right down to the name Antebellum. So it felt like this was seeded material, divine, ancestral, an heirloom that was non-physical that we were to make into a physical manifestation through the art. And we were committed to honoring that source material and the ancestors with all of those little details that we created in the script.
Absolutely. There was one other thing that I wanted to ask that stood out to me. The young girl who is the daughter who's in the elevator with Veronica, she looks almost spectral, like ghostly, but she's the only character that kind of takes her antebellum look into modern society. Why is she the only character that looks dated compared to everyone else?
Well, she's the daughter of Elizabeth and Jasper.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that it is probably because they have every intention that they need to, well, except for her Nike shoes. Her Nike shoes under the dress indicated that she was still somewhat in modern era.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think that her parents have every intention of getting or working toward getting the country to a place that her daughter will not need to change out of those clothes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Enjoyed the film, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerds. Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.